Hey, I'm Tom and welcome to my guided mobility, the first of the YouTube videos that I'm going to be doing on this. I'm hoping to put about one a day out so that you have a little bit to follow along with daily. We can work on your range of motion, we can work on your control, we can help you to get moving a little bit better. Okay, so we're going to start with a hip complex today. We're going to spend about 10 minutes on it. I want you to think about trying to breathe deeply while we're in all these positions and relax into these positions. Don't force it, don't really hammer in and really try and pull yourself down into positions or force some extra range. Just breathe deeply and let the weight of your body sort of help you sink more deeply into these stretches. Okay, I'm going to use a block for the first one, anything in sitting because my hips are tight. So a block goes under your butt. That can be a pillow or a rolled towel. Soles of feet go together, knees out to the side, and we're just going to fold forward over. So chest dropping over feet. We're going to spend about a minute here. So thinking about breathing, trying to breathe in for 4, hold for 2, and breathe out for 6. And then repeat. So that's halfway, 30 seconds done. Maintaining this pose. Trying to just we're not forcing those elbows out to the side, just letting gravity pull our knees down, letting ourselves sink deeper into this stretch as we breathe out. Okay, from there, left leg comes back in. We're going to cross our legs, so left leg back, right leg forward. Sitting cross-legged like we're back at school. Hands can come onto the floor or elbows. We're just going to lean forward over our hips there. Going to spend 1 minute with our right leg forward, and then we're going to swap. Spend 1 minute with our left leg forward. Okay, you can step back up out of that with hands. We're going to swap the legs over. So right leg comes closer to body, left leg sits wherever it's comfortable, and we fold forward again. If either of your knees are uncomfortable during this position, you can walk your feet further out away from you. That's going to be more comfortable for knees. If you can manage where they're tucked up in close to your groin, that's fine too. So hands can come to floor here, or elbows. Whatever works for your body type and shape. Making sure our breathing's under control. Okay, same again, hands can walk us up out of that position. From there, feet go flat out in front. Gonna put a little bit of a bend in our knees, legs out straight. Same thing, folding forward for a hamstring stretch. We're gonna spend 2 minutes here. So just relaxing, easing our way into this stretch. Okay, from there, I'm going to slowly uncurl. Legs can come out to the side, nice and wide. We're going to go to what we call a straddle pose. So we're just going to essentially straddle, feet wide. Hands can come forward to the floor. That's about as far as I can get. Some of you will be really flexible, be able to come straight into a full pancake, so head and chest on the floor. However far forward you can get is fine. So hands to floor, hands can be on legs. We're not pulling ourselves further into this stretch. We're just setting up there. We're going to spend 2 minutes or about another minute and a half from now here in this position. So breathing in, we hold for 2, and then as we exhale, we let ourselves sink further into that stretch. Just sinking down rather than pulling ourselves down. Can walk the hands back up out of there. Now the next one, a saddle pose. I'm going to ditch my brick. I'm going to bring in a towel, rolled towel. This just makes this a little bit more comfortable for underneath your feet. So we're going to sit down on our heels, toes pointed. Get a big stretch through our quads. We're going to spend a minute here, okay? For those of us who are particularly flexible, we can start to work our way back. You may want to lie down completely on the floor. For me, with my legs today, that right there is about enough. Big stretch through my quad, through the front, big stretch through my hips, big stretch through the front of my ankle as well. Okay. We're going to make our way slowly out of that position, bearing in mind that when we're sitting on our feet like that, that can compress our knees quite a little bit. The last thing we're going to do is we're just going to pop onto our front, or say forehead flat on our hands. We're going to spend a minute there. So that's going to look like this. Breathing deeply into our diaphragm, stomach rising and falling. 60 seconds, last pose to just relax. If you're not comfortable on your front, you can do this on your back. Okay, we can make our way slowly out of that position. That's going to do us for today. So thanks for coming along for the first of hopefully many mobility sessions with me, Tom. If you like that, please leave a comment and share it with your friends. We're going to be doing these daily or close to daily. So come back tomorrow for more mobility with yours truly.